All right, what is going on, guys? SteelTwins back at you with another video.
Week 8 predictions, man. After last week's little hiatus of not having a guest, we have a guest this week, man. Still Dictate from the Discord chat. Long supporter of the channel. Brother of Still Logic. Shout to him. But what's up, man?
Yeah, what's going on?
How you been, bro?
Pretty good. Just working, watching football.
Yeah.
I love it. Love this time of the year.
Absolutely.
I hear you. Best time of the year. Absolutely.
Can totally relate. But we got Week 8 games, man. Thursday Night Football, we have arguably already game of the week. We got Packers at the Cardinals, probably two of the best teams in the NFC. So what's your prediction here?
I actually got the Cardinals finally losing this season to the Packers. They've been shaky in a few games this year, and they snuck by. Especially that Jags game really showed like how their true colors were. So I'm having the Packers win here. I know it's probably the Packers defense is a little bit shaky, but I just have the Cardinals finally losing their first game. I say it's a close one though, 31-27.
If there's one team that can beat the Cardinals for the first time this year, I do think it is the the Packers. I think A-Rod could do it. He could be without his top target, Adams, as he's on the COVID list. Same thing with their defensive coordinator, who's on the same list. So those are two pretty serious losses if they are both not going to be playing, specifically Adams. I think they said he needs 2 negative tests within a 24-hour period to play. So that's a long shot if you're going to ask me. I'm still going to go Arizona, though. They're undefeated, and I don't see them losing yet. So let's go Arizona, 30-24.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with the home team, Arizona, here. I do think that a loss is definitely bound to happen very soon. I just don't know if it's going to be against Green Bay, especially if they're going to be without Devontae Adams. If Adams was playing, I probably have second thoughts on picking Arizona, but
Although Green Bay did go 3-0 without him last year.
That's true. You're correct on that.
They might have to lean a lot on Aaron Jones, but you're also asking a lot from him because he's facing a hell of a front seven.
Exactly, and a hell of a Arizona defense, too. They've really stepped up, and the offense is very electric. Arizona is a hot team right now, and I can see them going 8-0. I really can. Let's go Arizona 33-30 in a very close game.
Next game, though, Sunday games, we have probably the lock of the week, right? It's the Bengals at the Jets. I don't think I need to ask you this, Dictate, but what's your prediction?
And the Bengals, obviously. The Jets are in shambles right now. They lost Wilson. I don't know. I haven't looked at the status of him, but just he was their only hope at this season. But their defense is pretty good, but I don't see them lasting against the Bengals, who are hot right now.
Yeah, I mean, the Jets are just awful. They traded for Joe Flacco. I would assume he's going to start, considering I believe he was with them last year, so he knows the team.
Were you going to start Joe Flacco or Mike White?
Well, I'm going to start the guy that has experience against the Bengals, and that's Flacco.
That's fair.
I mean, that would benefit the Jets a lot, but by how much? You know, Flacco doesn't really have a great resume against the Bengals anyway, and the Bengals are a hell of a team, I have to admit. The defense has immensely and especially stepped up big time. And the offense is electric with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase connecting every game.
Every game, man.
So I'm going Cincinnati here in a blowout, 42-3.
50-0. They get a shutout.
All right.
Cincinnati. Next game, we have an AFC South battle. Two teams that always fight each other good. Is the Tennessee Titans at the Colts. Colts are coming off a much good win on primetime. Now they face a hell of a team in the Titans in a division matchup. What's your prediction?
I have the Titans here, but expect this game to be a lot closer than you would think, just simply because that game Monday night is really rainy and stuff. I think that had a factor into the Colts game plan and everything, but they were running the ball pretty well. I think they can run the ball well on Titans defense, but I mean, I still have the Titans winning, but I expect it to be a lot closer game, at least in the first half and going into the third quarter. But I have the Titans winning this game though. I say 29-26.
Okay, I do agree. I think this will be close. This could come down to the wire for sure. Let's go Tennessee, 24-20. I like what Tennessee's doing right now. Their defense stepped up against Patrick Mahomes, who's having a off year right now. as are the entire Chiefs. But
Yeah.
this is a division matchup. This will definitely be close, but give me Tennessee.
Now the Titans have really stepped up. They're coming off against 2 great wins against the Bills and the Chiefs, 2 AFC elites. Honestly, the Colts they're starting to turn things around very slowly, but going up against Tennessee, it's not going to be easy, especially going up against Derrick Henry. Although the Colts' rush defense ain't half bad, especially with DeForest Buckner in there, Derrick Henry's still Derrick Henry, and he's unstoppable. So I'm going to go with Tennessee here in a close game, 28-27.
Yeah, totally. Next game, it is the Rams at the Texans. Oh, my God. This might rival the Bengals and Jets for lock of the week.
Dictate, what's your prediction?
Yeah, I got the Lambs here. I mean, there's nothing really to say. The Rams are pretty hot right now. Texans are in the boat that they've been in for the last 7 weeks, even in the off season. So they're still recycling a quarterback. I don't really pay attention to them too much, but there's no need to. I ain't gonna waste my time with that. But the Rams for sure. This one.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Rams win, score 37-9. Enough said.
I got the Rams 35-7.
Does Watson get traded before the November 2nd deadline?
I don't think so. I think it's a lot of just hype and talk about it right now. I don't think anything happens.
I don't think so either. There's too much baggage with him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's worth it for this year.
No, but the next game, though, is the most anticipated matchup, I'd say, of
the season so far.
Well, for the Steelers or for this week, and that might be a homer selection, but, I mean, after what happened in January, people are going to anticipate this match. Steelers at the Browns. As a Steelers fan, Dictate, what shall be your prediction? I am very interested to hear about this.
All right. Yeah, I have the Steelers in a convincing win. Yes, I said it. A convincing win. They have so much motivation going in this game. You could say this is wishful thinking, but just by everything way it's falling right now, the Browns are really hurt right now. I know they said Chubb is most likely to play Sunday, but I don't know about anybody else. But I just feel like there's so much motivation going in this game from everything that happened at the end of last season. Everyone's really motivated to go into the Browns' house and just dominating. I see it as a convincing win. I mean, if you want to call it 31-17 a convincing win, but I have that. Us breaking 30 points. Defense really playing lockdown. You know, our defense usually has their moments and gives up big plays, or probably give up a big play here and there, whether it's to Chubb on the ground or if OBJ is playing a big play to one of them, or Jarvis Landry if they're playing. But I see us having a convincing win here.
I agree. I got to go Pittsburgh, and I think they need to have a convincing win. After the bye, they get a lot of guys back due to injury, or at least they're healed up.
Yeah.
I don't anticipate Tua coming back this week, which sucks against a strong rushing attack. That's the key to win the game Sunday is stop the run. I'm anticipating Keenum starting because I doubt the Browns are going to put Baker in and force or risk any further injury. So heading into enemy territory, we got to knock on their door, trick or treat, but instead of them giving us something, we got to give them medicinal medicine and force them into the last of the division like they've been the last 20 years.
Exactly. We got to show them, who's boss, why we've owned them for the past 20 years. We got to go into enemy territory, kick some ass, and take some names.
So give me the Steelers. I'm going to say a comfortable 23-20 just because it's a division match. And I'm anticipating the Browns showing up a little bit, especially at home.
Yeah.
But I hope the Steelers do win in pretty convincing fashion, like Dictate said.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I hope. This is around the time where, especially after the bye week, they got to play their best ball. But in this game, I definitely expect it to be very close, very physical, very competitive. But I'm actually going to go with the Steelers on this one. I'm going to say 21-17, Pittsburgh.
Should be a good game, though. I cannot wait for this one.
Yep.
Next game, we have the Eagles at the Lions.
Oh, jeez.
The Lions are 0-7. Do they get their first win?
Yes. It's very, very controversial and hard to pick this one, but because Philly is very inconsistent. So is Detroit, though. It's just one of them games where it's a swing game, go either way. But I'm going to give it to the home team in Detroit. They finally sneak out with their first win on the season. So it's bound to happen. I don't see this team specifically being 0-17. So they're bound to win.
Yeah.
There's plenty of games on their schedule they can win. So I got Detroit in a close game. I say 20-17.
Got hilarious because you picked Detroit, and I think both of us are going to pick Detroit. Yeah, upset of the week. The Lions get their first win of the season against the Eagles, and I think that's because the Lions have had the Eagles' number recently. I think they beat them the last 3 matchups they've had. So give me the Lions here. I don't know what's up with the Eagles. They're on and off. The Lions are a lot better than what their record shows. They're very competitive at times. So give me the Lions at home. They get their first win, 26-25.
You see, the thing with these two teams, despite their records, they are very competitive. You know, they fight hard. They play tough football, especially the Lions. I have to give the Lions credit. Despite their record, they try to win. You know, something about Dan Campbell, man, like he has fight in him. He really does. And I think in this game, he's going to show more of it. And I'm actually going to agree with you, too. I'm going to go Detroit to get their first win. I just don't know about Philly this year or in this game in general. I don't. You really don't know what Philadelphia Eagles team is really going to show up.
Plus, with Miles Sanders possibly out this game, they have no backfield. It's not like they gave him the ball anyway.
Exactly. So,
and I know that because I have him in fantasy, and I took him over James Robinson. Now I have no number 2 running back.
That's a big L right there.
Yeah.
Major L, but I think the Eagles take an L here, and Detroit gets their first victory, 30-23.
Next game, though, we have the 49ers at the Bears. The Niners got to get a win back. They've lost how many straight now?
4 straight.
4 straight. They have to get a win back. Bears coming off a terrible loss to Tampa Bay. What's your prediction?
I think the Niners do get a bounce back here, especially after Monday. I think the weather had a huge factor into that. They couldn't establish a run game, which is what you really need in those type of games. I feel like if the weather is fine in Chicago, they'll have their bounce back game in that game. Not really much else to say. Chicago, they're really inconsistent. They had big wins earlier in the season against Bengals, but I don't see them putting anything together that's really too extravagant. I mean, their defense is all right, but I just see the 49ers making a bounce back here and establishing a convincing win. You want to call 28-14 convincing, but I think they can put up the points this week in the run game. Jimmy Garoppolo takes care of the football this game, and you get the dub.
I agree. I got to go 49ers. I think that front 7 of San Francisco will beat up the Bears O-line like the Bucks did and forced how many fumbles on
3
field? Yeah, 3 fumbles on field.
And got 3 picks on them, too.
So, yeah, there might be another bad day for Fields. So give me the 49ers, and Deebo Samuel's just having a hell of a season. I think his reign of terror continues in Soldier Field. I believe it's still Soldier Field, right?
I think so. I think you're correct. In Chicago, nonetheless.
So give me San Francisco, 24-14.
I mean, yeah, San Francisco's definitely got to bounce back, especially in their division, especially with how Seattle's been lately with the injuries they're bearing. You know, San Francisco's got to creep up to 3rd place, which I think they are right now because of Seattle's record, but San Francisco got to step up, and against the Bears, I think it's a good team to start on. And the Bears, I mean, I just don't know, especially Fields. Maybe it is Matt Nagy. I have no idea. I would assume because Matt Nagy ain't really doing anything for the Bears at all.
Well, didn't he just test positive?
Nagy, I didn't hear about that.
I thought he tested positive, so I don't know if he'll be coaching this game. Irregardless, I think San Francisco walks out with a win.
Yeah, I mean, San Francisco, I think they're the better team for this matchup. Let's go 29-18.
Next game, we have another division battle. We have the NFC, what is that? South, I believe, is the Panthers at the Falcons. The Panthers are off of four straight losses after starting 3-0. Sam Darnold got benched last week. They're still without Christian McCaffrey. Atlanta's, they won 2 straight, I believe. So, yeah, they're looking pretty decent now. So, what's your prediction?
Yeah, I got Atlanta here. I see Carolina continuing their losing streak. It might swing if McCaffrey plays, but I doubt he's going to play again. But there's hamstring injuries or nothing to play with, or groin. I can't remember which one it was, but I think it was groin. But Yeah, I have Atlanta here. They're on a little streak, but it's hard to trust Atlanta. And they're very inconsistent at times, but I'm going to have to go with my gut and pick the home team in Atlanta.
I'd agree. I got Atlanta as well. I like what they're doing now. They're finally getting Kyle Pitts involved. So continue to give that man the ball, and Atlanta will continue to win. So give me Atlanta 29-23.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Atlanta here. They're starting to get things going on offense. They're starting to get people into rhythm. Kyle Pitts, Cordell Patterson, Calvin Ridley's getting into the end zone. You know, the Falcons got a lot of nice weapons on offense against a Panthers defense that on paper looks great, but they just haven't really been executing. In the Panthers offense ain't either. And I don't even know if Sam Darnold's even playing because he got benched for P.J. Walker last week. So who's going to be the quarterback for the Panthers?
I'd anticipate Darnold still.
Probably, but, I mean, Darnold's looked bad the past 4 games. So give me Atlanta in this one at home, 28-24.
Next game, we have another division battle, the AFC East. We have the 1-6 Dolphins at the 4-2 Bills. This should be a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, Buffalo in this one. Even though Miami's offense looks pretty good at times, they have their moments, but against Buffalo, I don't see them doing too much, not really being competitive at all. So, and plus in Bill's house, like Bill's Mafia will have a huge factor in that game. So I have Buffalo in this one. I say convincing win, 38-16.
Yeah, Buffalo wins, score 33-17. I mean, Tua's looked solid, I guess, the last 2 weeks, but we're talking about a Bills defense that has stepped up this year.
Mm-hmm.
And, the Bills are on a hot streak. They need to get their win back after losing to Tennessee a few weeks back. They're coming off a bye as well, so give me Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Buffalo here. I'm going to say 38-20. The Dolphins could be competitive early on, but I think the Bills are just going to blow them out. Tua shows signs of promise, but he's just very inconsistent. I just don't know if right now he's really the right guy. Maybe they do trade for Watson or get another quarterback. I don't know. It might be a little too late for that because they're 1-6, and I can see them going 1-7. So, yeah, Buffalo. Buffalo's going to win.
Next game, though, we have the Patriots at the Chargers. Patriots blew out the Jets, although that's not impressive because, I mean, it's the Jets. They swept the Jets this year. Congratulations. But they're facing a Chargers team that is red hot right now. So what's your prediction?
Yeah, I wouldn't read too much into that Jets game, that blowout win. And the Chargers got a lot of motivation coming this game, coming off their bye week and losing embarrassingly to the Ravens the week prior.
Right.
So I feel like they got something to prove in this game, and they come out swinging and have a very convincing win throughout all 4 quarters. So I have them winning. I say 42-24. I feel like the defense shits the bed a little bit, but they give up a little bit. That'll probably change. I'll probably make it 73-0 because I get points for Steel Maiden's league, so I might just do that. That's how I do points, but yeah, I have the Chargers winning this one.
Yeah, I got to go Los Angeles. I mean, like you said, they come off a bye. They got to get a win back. So give me Los Angeles. 30-26. I think this is closer than some will anticipate just because the Chargers defense shows up, but they don't at the same time. And Mac Jones has looked pretty good. And Damian Harris is running really well for New England. And they're getting their tight ends involved. So,
yeah, the Patriots offense is actually starting to establish a rushing game, which, you know, they never did. But granted, they had Tom Brady for so many years. But now that they don't, they're starting to learn how to, and Harris is literally running with the ball. He's doing great. And Mac Jones, week by week, he shows a lot of promise.
And I believe he's going up against the worst, or statistically one of the worst rushing defenses in the league.
Yeah, and the Chargers defense, it has a lot of talent, but they have not been showing up. So, but this game, I do think will be a lot closer than what it really could be and should be, considering the Chargers team that they got. But I'm still going to go with Los Angeles to get the win here at home. I'm going to say 34-28.
Next game, we have what should be a low-scoring, boring matchup. We have the Jags at the Seahawks. I mean, if Wilson was playing, this could be a blowout, but I think we can all anticipate Geno Smith to get a third straight start. What's your prediction?
Yeah, this is one of them swing games. It could go either way. Just depends on which defense is going to show up.
Yeah, right.
This is the one I've been struggling with because I'm not sure. I feel like Seattle's going to. I predicted that Seattle would get at least one win without Wilson, so this is one of them. Yeah, I have to go with Seattle here. They just got they got Metcalf locking on offense. They're capable of doing damage on offense, and they'll eventually get one of them splash plays broken. So, yeah, I have Seattle in this one. I don't really have much to say about the Jags.
No, the Jags are the Jags. They always will be. They always have been, really. So, give me the Seahawks. Give me Seattle 20-16.
Yeah, Seattle at home. They need a win badly. They've lost, what is it, 3 straight games now?
Something like that. They're 2-5, man. I don't think Carroll's ever been 2-5.
Yeah, so they got to get a win. They have to. And against the Jags, I mean, it should be easy, but I could see this game being a little bit competitive because the Jags are coming off a win in London, but going back to America, I mean, the Jags will be the Jags. So I think Seattle's going to get the victory here. I'm going to say 26-13.
Next game, we have the Washington football team at the Denver Broncos. Very similar to the Panthers. They started 3-0 and now have lost 4 straight. They just got ran over by D. Ernest Johnson, the Browns' third stringer, and lost to Case Keenum in his first start in Cleveland. Good Lord Almighty, the Broncos are just trash, and that's putting it nicely. So what's your prediction?
Yeah, that's an understatement, but yeah, I see them coming out with another loss here. Washington, they have to get their run game established, and expect them to get that going this game. Denver's rush defense hasn't been looking good, and the best thing to show for it was Thursday night against Dearness Johnson, like you said. But yeah, I have Washington winning. Heineke making enough plays over Bridgewater to win this game. See them just making enough splash plays and enough to win this game. So I have it a close one now, and I give it I don't think they score under 20 though. I have them winning 17-14.
Yeah, I can see this being a low-scoring battle. I think Surtain versus Scary Terry will be a nice matchup to look forward to. We're talking two very young guys that could be the best at their craft in a few years.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing with Washington that I saw last week against Green Bay, they easily could have tied or won the game against Green Bay if they didn't make so many offensive mistakes. If Heineke didn't, quote-unquote, give himself up at the goal line, which that was a stupid call from the refs, but irregardless, they also turned the ball over too much.
Yeah.
They couldn't convert third or fourth downs, so I think they got to get the win back here. So give me Washington against a horrible Broncos team. 23-18.
Now, I will say both teams aren't great, obviously. They're not.
But one's better than the other.
Yeah, I'll say that. I don't know why, but for some reason I can see Denver coming out with the victory. It's just something with the football team that's just not speaking to me. That defense is not what it used to be last year. I think it's actually top or bottom 5 defense in the league right now.
Yeah, they are. You talk about underperforming. I mean, look no further.
And, I mean, the Broncos aren't a good team by any means, but the offense, they got weapons. Cortland Sutton, Noah Fant. They got a decent running game in Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams. I feel like if they're able to get those guys involved and the Washington defense don't step up, then I can see the Broncos actually coming out with a victory. And Heineke for the football team, he's shown glimpses, but, I just don't think he's really hitting his stride yet.
Okay.
And the Broncos defense, I feel like their defense still is pretty decent, especially the secondary. If they can limit Terry McLaurin and try to get some turnovers, then I can actually see Denver coming out with a victory at home. And Denver needs a victory. They do. So does the football team, but I can see the Broncos wanting it more. Especially after losing to a team like the Browns with injuries like that.
Right.
I can see them being very angry. So, for some reason, I see Denver coming out with a victory. I'm going to say 20-14.
I understand your reasoning, but we'll see. Next game, though, we have another division matchup, man. We have the NFC South again. The Buccaneers at the Saints. Now, last year, the Saints swept the Bucs before losing to them in the playoffs, but that was when they had Drew Brees. Now they have Jameis Winston, and they are 4-2 with him. They are coming off a pretty solid win, I suppose, against Seattle. But the Bucs, man, the Bucs are the Bucs.
Yeah. So,
what's your prediction?
I don't know. I expect this is a closer game than what people expect. The Bucs, yes, they had a blowout win last week, but it's just a divisional game. They always struggle, especially Saints defense is pretty decent. See them Brady struggling a little bit with that pass rush, but Yeah, this is a close game. Unless Jameis Winston is Jameis Winston in this game and makes too many mistakes, giving Brady the ball too much when they shouldn't be. But yeah, I have the Bucks winning in this one, but it'll be closer. If you want to call 10-point difference close, but I have it a 31-21 game.
I got to go Bucks as well. I got to go Bucks 27-23. Maybe Kamara gets something going. They need to get him in space like they did the first half against Seattle, then they ran away from it, which pissed me off because I lost my damn fantasy matchup. You know all about that, Dictate. You saw it in the chat last night. We were both pissed. So
Yeah, Demario Davis had an interception. He decided to drop it.
Yeah.
That was a painful fucking.
I'm so upset about that.
That was rough to watch, but we got the Bucks going. So let's go Bucks 27-23.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. I can see this game being highly defensive because both defenses are very good, especially the Saints. I think the reason why the Saints are 4-2 right now is because of that defense.
And Lattimore versus Evans is always a fun matchup.
Oh yeah, no doubt. But Tampa Bay, they're a hot team. They're 6-1 for a reason, and that offense, no matter what defense they go up against, they find a way to get it going, especially with Tom Brady at quarterback. So I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay getting the victory here, 28-21.
And Dictate, I already know you're thinking about it. No, I don't want Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I'm just trolling with that.
But moving on, man. We have Sunday Night Football. Should be a good game. We got the Cowboys at the Vikings. What's your prediction?
I actually have the Vikings winning this one.
Wow.
An upset on Sunday Night Football, but reason being, I feel like this Cowboys defense is about to give up. Like, they can only last for so long. I feel like against Justin Jefferson, I know Kirk Cousins is not the greatest, but these games are always close between them two. I just expect them to. I don't know. I just got that feeling that they're going to end up coming out with a win. And I can clown my Cowboy friends.
Same here, because we have a Cowboys coworker who is, he's not like a full-fledged fan, but he's impressed. But I would hope the Vikings come out with a win and slow down the Cowboys' hot streak. But I still got to go Dallas. Defense is showing up. They're going to have a tough task this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Cowboys' offense once again shows up. They get a run game going. Dak is apparently front runner for comeback player of the year, up there with, I would say, Joe Burrow. But the main reason why I go the Cowboys is because of Kirk Cousins. He cannot win in primetime.
No.
True.
So I'm still going to go Dallas. Close matchup, though. Could come down to the wire, maybe last-second field goal. Dallas wins 33-30.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the visiting team here, the Cowboys. They're coming off a bye, and they're a hell of a team. The defense has immensely stepped up, especially getting turnovers. Trevon Diggs, I can see him getting another pick, especially going up against Kirk Cousins.
God, that would be 8 on the year.
That would be, yeah. But
That's insane.
I mean, like, the Cowboys defense, I got to give them props. Like, they're doing good. It's crazy. And the offense, I mean, it speaks for itself. The Cowboys are real good. I will not underestimate the Vikings one bit, though. They are a very competitive team, especially on offense. But I just think the Cowboys offense strikes. So I'm going to go with Dallas Sunday night, 36-26.
Close out week 8, guys. We have what should be a no-brainer, but honestly, I don't think it will be. We have the Giants at the Chiefs. The Chiefs, man, what is going on? They are 3-4. 6 straight games Mahomes has thrown a pick, man. What's your prediction?
I think Kansas City does win this one at home, but yeah, like you said, it could be a close game. You just never know with this team right now, especially their defense is pretty bad. Daniel Jones has shown promise this year. I'm not really paying attention to anything with them in regards to Barkley and anything. I have him in fantasy, but I'm done drafting him in fantasy. It's been disappointment for a while now in fantasy, but I have Kansas City in this one. I don't see them going 3-5. I just don't see them getting back to 4-4, and back to 500 and kind of turning things around.
I mean, if there's a game to do it, it's definitely this one. But I would not underestimate the Giants one bit because one of their wins is is against the Saints, and the Saints have an incredible defense. I think top 5.
Now, I will say
opinion.
that was due to them having most of their starters out,
Yeah, that's true.
if I remember correctly.
But even then, the Chiefs' defense is so bad.
It is god-awful.
And I feel like the Giants could get something going. I can see this game definitely being a lot closer than what you would think it wouldn't be. But
Well, you also got to think the Giants should be getting some playmakers back. Maybe Barkley, I don't know, but they should get Golladay back. They should get Shepard back. So I can see the offense striking up a bit. But, the Kansas City, I agree with Dictate. I don't see them going 3-5. That's just impossible.
I mean, if the Chiefs, I'm not saying the Giants are. What am I saying? The Giants are a bad team. They're not that great. They're not. They've been a complete disappointment for several years since their last playoff performance.
Pretty much.
But if the Chiefs go 3-5, there is something wrong there. But I can't see Kansas City losing. I can't. I'm gonna say Kansas City 31-24 at home.
Yeah, give me Kansas City. I doubt they go 3-5, especially with that division and the AFC wide open. They got to get back to 500 to even record. So Kansas City wins 34-26. But anyway, guys, that is our Week 8 predictions. Man, give us your predictions down in the comments below. Dictate, thanks for your time and your predictions, man. And I believe this is your first time for the weekly predictions. So good luck in the Troy Polamalu.
No problem, it is.
Yeah, so good luck. Yep. Good luck in the Polamalu sign giveaway. And is there anything you want to say before we get on out of here?
No, not really.
Man, a few words. I like it. All we got to say is it's Browns week and fuck the Cleveland Browns. So that's pretty much all I got to say. But
hell yeah.
You're more welcome to do the piece along with us, man. Again, thanks to you. Shout out to you, man. And see you guys in the next one.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Peace!